Escaping your Minecraft escape rooms. I spawned in a hallway with multiple rooms to each side of me. They were locked by iron doors, except for storage, which had a compass inside. I looked up to see a hole in the wall, but it looked like the upside down of another room. I looked in the closet and there was nothing until I turned around. I saw a library and walked in. There was absolutely no way back. I grabbed the paintings around me and continued on. The bookcase maze felt infinite, so I dropped a few paintings to make sure I wasn't looping accidentally. I kept walking for a while until I found my own painting. But I never turned around. I found my second one too. Something was wrong. I found a right turn and the walls closed behind me too. There was a room and I went through the wall to get smaller. Now I could leave the corridor. I found another crawl space and found myself in a small locked room. There was a mini parkour and I completed it to get to the attic. I saw a sign. Press me to open a door. The study class was open and I opened a trapdoor to lead me into the room with sideways gravity. My paintings felt funny. I jumped into the storage vent and fell into a flower pot. I dropped a painting on a pressure plate and heard a door open. I dropped down and was now right side up again. Detention. That was open. I took an azalea and broke some paintings. And as I wandered the room, I went into the corner. Wait, the paintings. They're replaced. I was somewhere new. Hello there. I wasn't in detention anymore. There was a long hallway that I walked down. Upon reaching the end, the sign told me that it was the other way. I retraced my steps and walked back. Sorry again. I lied. The map makers were definitely messing with me. I finally made it to the end and found a hole that I had to jump into. When I jumped inside, I was 1 block tall. There was a mirror and it copied all of my movements, even item dropping. I had to parkour on the bed, and then I jumped on the stair and left the room. I was normal size again. I tried progressing, but there was a boulder in my way. Using the game console, I removed the boulder with the controls and continued on to the next room. I was now above the console. There was another maze for me to solve, and it didn't take too long. I was at a house and saw a sign directing me to the basement. I went in and I couldn't jump on anything except for the stairs. I jumped up and found myself on the roof. I grabbed the diamond sword and became right side up again. I was big now too. I climbed the ladder and went into the wardrobe once again. I found myself in a room where I needed to parkour up. Subscribe for part 2.